Please approach the main stage. Today is the last day of RiseUp Summit 2015. And this is the biggest and most amazing entrepreneurship summit in the whole region. I'm very excited to start the day with a very, very special guest. He's the head of Venture Lab at IE Business School, a mastermind of innovation and comfort zones. Please, big hands for Paris de Letras.
Thank you. Okay, the sun is out. It's about time, right? I don't know if you noticed, but the screen barely came up. Egyptian time, but it's great to be here. Salam alaikum. All right, I'm going to talk about comfort zones and how difficult it is for some people to get out of their comfort zone and how important this is with respect to innovation. 1968, was anybody born here in 1968? Anybody? Here's one guy. All right, I was 8 years old in 1968. I was a bit of an introvert. I had to sell lemonade on weekends in order to meet people. Then I delivered the paper when I was 16, growing up in Los Angeles. Now, this is not a picture of me, okay? But I looked like this. What do you think? Bachelor's in mathematics, master's in computer science, my first job at Oracle. I was a nerd. But you know what? I loved being a nerd. I hated uncertainty. I hated it. I hated it professionally. That's why I did this career. And I hated it as a person. This is my first girlfriend, Bonnie. She left me because she said I was too predictable. And I said, give me an example of being predictable. She said, well, when you tell me you're going to call me at 8 o'clock, what time do you call me? I said, 8 o'clock. She said, why can't you call me at 8:15? A woman loves those 15 minutes. Won't he call that anxiety of life? I don't know. Good luck to her, but you know, she left me. There I was, okay? Now, what does an entrepreneur see in uncertainty? Anybody know? Opportunity, exactly, opportunity. What do most people see in uncertainty? They see fear. We hate getting out of our comfort zone. So, ask yourself, do you experiment? Do you have an open mind? When you're at work, when you're doing things, all these entrepreneurs here, they love to experiment. But there's a lot of us that don't experiment at work. Do you think we're born like nerds? I mean, look at me when I was born. I was a baby nerd. Do you think we're born this way? My sister, she was totally different. She had a big open mind. Well, no, we are not born introverts. We're not born with a small comfort zone. Society makes us that way. Education. They made a survey of 5-year-old kids, 97% were creative. Then they took the same 5-year-old kids at the age of 15, only 12% were creative. What happens to us between the ages of 5 and 15? Education. So we're not looking for certainty as kids. We love uncertainty. But isn't it ironic that the world is more and more uncertain and we are being trained for a predictable world? What's the best way to become comfortable with uncertainty? To grow your comfort zone? Get out of it every day. And it's things like RiseUp Egypt that are a great way to increase the size of your professional comfort zone. It has to be big. Now, what about your personal comfort zone? I'm 55 years old. I still call at 8 o'clock. Why should I change? I'm still very much an introvert in my personal life. All of you out there, remember, the personal is not related to the professional. This is the scale that we've developed. For 8 years, we've done research, 3 professors. And what we have found is that P1 is where you are in your personal life if you hate uncertainty. P4 is if you love uncertainty in your personal life. W1 is if you hate it professionally. W4 is if you love it like an entrepreneur. They're W3s and W4s. They think out of the box. I was a P1 W1 when I was growing up. Today, I'm a P2 W4. I love uncertainty professionally, but I don't like it so much at a personal level. So think about yourself. Where are you on this scale? I was just in Japan. Japan is full of P1 W1s. We've done a survey, 5,000 people, and what did we find? We found that 80% of those people that are W3s and W4s, that think like entrepreneurs, guess what they are at a personal level? P1, P2. Why is it that most introverts can become entrepreneurs, but still in their personal life they remain introverts? Because life is a balance, people. To go crazy like we're doing here today at Rise Up Egypt, most of us are going to go home to our introverted existence. The best finding of this research is that our personal is not related to our professional. If you are happy as an introvert, if you're happy not being sociable or not going out of your comfort zone all the time, don't change. You don't need to change to embrace entrepreneurship. 80% of those people are P1, P2s. That's one of the most important findings. This was in Tokyo last week. These 5 people came to me and said, Professor, we're P1s. I mean, look at this guy on the end over here. He's a total P1. It's more like a P0. But you know what? He's happy. He said to me, Professor, I'm married for 8 years. We don't go out on weekends. We stay home. We watch TV. Do I need to change? Well, maybe you could dress a little differently, but I said, are you happy? He says, yes. Why should you change? If you're happy that being the way you are. I was in Tunisia 6 months ago. 400 people, half men, half women. The women, 2/3 of them were conservative Muslims, totally covered. One of them said to me, Professor, thank you. I said, why? I am 35 years old. I'm an entrepreneur. I have 22 people working for me. All my life, everybody has told me I need to change. You are the first person to tell me if I'm happy the way I am, I don't need to change as a person. And I can grow professionally. So think about yourself. Where are you on this scale? Actually, go one step further. We have an app. You can download it right now. We are launching our app in Arabic and in English. Go to the App Store or go to Android. It's called Comfort Zones. Log on that app and put in there what you are, on the P's, on the W's, and fill out the survey. We are launching this app all over the world, and we're going to capture stories. People are going to tell us why they moved from P1 to P2, so we can share those stories with other people, and also on the W scale. This is the only way, people. We're not going to change our educational systems, but we have to get people to understand that they need to get comfortable with uncertainty professionally, because that is the only way that we're going to be ready for the world out there, which is more and more uncertain every day. Thank you very much.